Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie Krager, the Flip Flop Flipper, and today I'm showing you a clip of a talk that I did on the San Juan Social Club cruise. I was invited to speak and network with some of the most elite talent in the entire country. Next year I'm going again. It's in March. By the way, some of these people that were on the San Juan Social Club cruise are also going to be coming and joining me October 3rd and 4th for our Real Estate Investor Summit Wealth 2.0. You guys are invited to that. Links in the description for that too. It's free. Here's what I talked about on the San Juan Social Club cruise. Check it out, and I hope that you'll come on the cruise with us next year.
Who loves Robbie? Yeah. All right. So Robbie has flipped thousands of properties in his career. Do you think it'd be valuable to learn from somebody that has flipped thousands of properties? For sure, absolutely. But then he saw an opportunity in Puerto Rico. He thought Puerto Rico was going to be the next place. And he was right. He was absolutely right. And so he took the plunge. He and his wife, Linda, they came out. And what has happened has been amazing. They've flipped hundreds of properties in Puerto Rico. You're going to learn more about that. But then also, Robbie is a mentor as well. And he also has a YouTube channel in Puerto Rico. Well, of course, it's global, but in Puerto Rico is the focus, and it's called the Flip Flop Flipper. And it's awesome. I've been on his show before. I love it. And Robbie is doing amazing things. He's a very impressive guy. Please welcome Robbie Krager. Come on up here, buddy.
Thank you all. That's a pretty warm welcome. This is the biggest stage I've ever been on, guys. So, and so, yeah, I'm Robbie Krager, the Flip Flop Flipper. I'm also the biggest cheerleader of Puerto Rico. How does this work? Uh-oh. There we go. That's not me. I can't jump that high anymore. But today I'm not selling you anything. I'm just here to cheerlead Puerto Rico, guys. So I want to ask a couple questions. How many people are thinking of making a move to Puerto Rico? Golly, I can't see. So, no, that didn't work. So there's some hands up. All right. So I'm going to try and convince you by the end of this little talk that you should make the move. When you get back to Puerto Rico, just send for your things. It's the best decision that you'll ever make, and honestly, that's coming from my heart. That's for me. 7 years ago, I moved to the island of Puerto Rico, and really, it was the best business decision I ever made. It was great for the family. It was just amazing. So, let's go. That's 3,000 homes that I've flipped. That's not important. That's not important. We've slowed down since we came to the island of Puerto Rico. On my YouTube channel, I spotlight really cool businesses and things that are going on in real estate and entrepreneurial, that kind of stuff. So if you have questions about, and you want to get with me later, and we'll try to do some meetups about real estate, about the island of Puerto Rico, starting businesses there. For us, it was just from day one, anything that could go right did go right. When I came to the island, we brought about $1 million to invest in real estate. We thought it was a 2012 real estate market. Who thinks investing in a 2012 real estate market's a good idea? It was a really, really good idea. So the things that we bought when we came 7 years ago that we've held on to have more than 10x'd probably. And it's still an amazing time to buy real estate in Puerto Rico. So $1 million turned into $2.6 million by the end of the first year, and we actually did that in about 9 months. So it was just, like I said, everything that could go right went right. On the island, we've done 210 deals, which seems like a lot over 7 years, but before I went to the island, I was doing about 120 deals a year. So we slowed down, but we're doing much bigger projects. And this isn't important, but we've got 25 million cash invested. Liquidity is difficult. There's some difficult things. So if you're looking at real estate investing and you have questions about that, hit me up. I'm an open book. I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. For Puerto Rico, it's almost all good. We make really good returns too. I'll tell you a few of the projects we've done because I think that's what kind of juices me, gets me up in the morning. I literally jump out of bed in the morning and work 12-hour days, 6 days a week. We try to take Sundays off if we can, but these kind of things make me really happy. If you can see, I like to buy the ugly duckling. and then turn it into something that's beautiful. And I've got partners. Every deal I've ever done on the island of Puerto Rico, we've partnered with local Puerto Rico population, real estate investors. My friend and business partner, Adon, is here in the front row. He was not a real estate investor when we met, and now he's a seasoned pro. This is our biggest flip that we're ever doing. So we call it the McMansion, guys, and we bought it for $350,000. I bought it because someone had a sign 30 feet up high on a telephone pole. I was looking at a multi-million-dollar flip in this beautiful neighborhood called San Ignacio. They've got $10 million homes in there, and we bought this place for $350,000. It was a 4-family home when we did it. We thought we'd turn it into a 4-family home and sell it for around $1 million. We ended up turning it into this palace, the McMansion. It's if anybody needs a place to raise a family, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, everything a young rich family would need to raise kids and do everything really, really well. So the imported Italian kitchen and the beautiful swimming pool, it's got it all. Anyways, moving on. We really like to also invest in long-term rental properties, and we believe you grow wealth by holding on to real estate. So even though I'm the flip-flop flipper and I've sold a lot of stuff, where we really done well is holding on to stuff. So this one was a 12-unit building we bought for $385,000. Who here is in real estate? Could you buy a 12-unit apartment building anywhere in the U.S. for $385,000 that looked like that? It's amazing, right? I mean, this is just like the prices you can still get in real estate on this kind of stuff. We're selling it currently for $955,000, which is still a bargain price, and it brings in like $11,000 a month. So Davin asked me to shave some time off. That's why I'm going through these really, really fast. Plus, I've never done this before, so I don't know the speed. This one's one of my favorite projects. So I went to the island of Puerto Rico with 3 business models in mind. We were going to buy small family houses that we would fix up and sell to FHA buyers. We were going to buy some things that we would just flip, that we would just wholesale out to other real estate investors. And we were going to keep some of the properties like I just showed you that were small multifamilies. So we did all of that, had tremendous success. And at about the end of the first year, someone said, hey, have you ever thought of investing into hospitality? There's a thing it was called Act 74 at the time. And if you turned a house into a hospitality play like this, they'd give you almost half of your money back. So who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool, right? So we started investing in hospitality, nightly rentals, and that's not like one-off Airbnbs. That is investing in and making things into bed and breakfast or guest house hotels or just full-on hotels. So we've done a lot of investing into that space because they're rewarding us for it. And if you're a real estate investor, if you can invest in the thing the government wants you to invest in, generally they'll give you benefits for it. Puerto Rico is a dream when it comes to investing in hospitality. They're growing their hospitality sector from 6% of the GDP to 18% of the GDP or 20% of the GDP over the next 10 years. So that's just phenomenal growth. And they'll give you half your money back if you invest this way. So we did that. You guys, we can share these slides. You can ask me questions. I hope that I get to talk with every single one of you. If you've got questions about Puerto Rico, starting a business there, investing in real estate, Act 60, all of this stuff is stuff that we're happy to talk to you guys about. So let's see. This will be our next hospitality project. We're shovel ready on this project after 2 years. Purchase price of this church with this $10 million view in Arecibo. We bought it for $330,000. We're going to put $1.5 million in it. We'll have the coolest place on that part of the island with this amazing ocean view over there. This is what we like to do. That we found in hospitality that we can just go nuts with it. Like, so the better we build it, the better nightly rate we get, the better occupancy we get, the more money we make. So we started out, we're investing a little bit in hospitality, and then it's just every time we kind of step it up a notch and go bigger and better. And this is our next one. So if anybody's interested in that, I also learned this. It's not my dream to run one of these, but maybe someone here wants to come and run a 12-unit guest house and live and breathe hospitality on the island of Puerto Rico. If you are, talk to me, because we expand our business through partnerships, and this is an opportunity that someone could come and partner with us on. This one, I saved this one for last, and probably going through this really fast, but that's good for Davin because he was running behind. This one is my favorite project that I've done on the island of Puerto Rico. We're currently doing, you look how ugly that building is. So this was 86 office condominium units that had been abandoned and forgotten. And who thinks that office is going to come back? Anybody got their hand up? One person thinks office is going to come back. So our idea and our vision was not to bring office back. We like to invest into long-term rental units or hospitality. So we turned that into this. And if you drive on this street, Calle Condado, you'll see this is a rendering, this rainbow building, but it looks exactly like that now, minus the trees up top. We don't have them yet. We renovated, or here's the deal. I bought some HOA debt, and I've made millions of dollars buying HOA debt, so this was up my alley. I bought some HOA debt on that building, and we started to accumulate the pieces. There were 86 individual condos, and they condoed everything, including the parking. We ended up owning 83 of the 86 condominium units, so all we don't have is one office on the ground floor and 2 of the parking spaces. We had a 5-year vision to accumulate all the pieces. We did it and renovated it in 3. So, which is pretty freaking phenomenal. And I'm proud of that one because it's the only time in Puerto Rico where we've done something way under time. And nobody does something fast in Puerto Rico. So we'll rip that Band-Aid off for you too. If you think that you like things done quickly, yeah, it's not happening in Puerto Rico, generally speaking. But this one did. This one went so well with the accumulation. We were foreclosing. We were going and finding defunct businesses and figuring out who owned them, and it was a mess. But we managed to accumulate all the pieces, and we turned 83 condos into 35 pretty much luxury apartments. So now they are efficiencies, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom condominiums. And we'll have the ability to either, and this is why I think this is such a cool project, we can either keep it as an apartment building, and it works, the numbers will work phenomenally well for long-term rentals. And if they ever get their shit together on the island and approve this thing called Act 182, we'd be able to put this into an Act 182 project and get 40% of our investment back in the form of tax credits. It also works as hospitality play.
Which, sorry to interrupt, but for some of our non-Puerto Rican people, that 40% tax credit, we don't care about it because we're not paying tax. We can cash that in.
Oh yeah, guys, you guys have to talk to me about this because it's like instant money, right? Like you get this tax credit, but that doesn't mean you have to save it and use it only against money that you've earned. You can actually liquidate it at about 93 cents on the dollar. So you can fund your next project with this, or you can just juice your returns, which is what we like to do.
That's crazy, right?
It's pretty.
I saw some
nuts.
of our non-Puerto Ricans going, "What the?" Sorry,
Yeah,
excuse my French there.
And again, guys, that's why I'm investing in hospitality often, is because they're giving you this, and it's more than just 40%. You pay 4% corporate tax on the revenue that it throws off. They cut your property tax down to 25 cents on the dollar. I mean, there's just gift after gift. Puerto Rico is truly the gift that keeps on giving.
Sorry, one more. They pay, you told me this on the last interview. They'll pay for your marketing for a year.
Oh yeah, so your 40% actually will turn into about 50%, and here's how. They'll give you 40% on your first year's marketing, and they'll give you 40% back on your first year operation. So you can really go all in with the marketing. Thanks, Davin, because when we first started, I'd never marketed a damn thing in my life. Like I'd never even thought, right? But now we're spending money throwing parties and just
I think you got pretty damn good at marketing, my friend.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You're getting, and you got Josh on your team now too.
Oh my God, you guys! Josh was up on the stage with Davin yesterday. He was the guy that didn't get to talk. Davin just talked the whole time. You guys remember?
Did I do that? I didn't realize that. You know what, though? Josh doesn't like to talk. He'd prefer me to do the talking.
He said that, but you guys, if you need someone to help with marketing, Josh is the man. You got to go. I've just loved working with him. McKenna, my son, is working with Josh pretty closely, and we're building a community using Josh's services. So back to my deal here. Oh, the last way that we can make money on it, and this might be probably the way that we're going to go because I got 5 minutes. Holy cow, I'm great. I got 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
I got 2 minutes. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. We've got it as 35 condos, so we can just sell these condos at about $350,000 a piece. And I think I've got the numbers here. Yeah, so I've got an asking price of $12.5, which that's 350 times 35 if we sell it as individual condos. That's probably the easiest way that we'll find a liquidation for this property. But it's been a fun one, so that's that. What else we got? The team. So if you guys, please come hit us up. We got my business partner, Don, in the front row, my good friend. I'm working with my son and my wife, so Linda, I'm sorry you're not up here. And I get to spend time with the cute little girl there. Don's got the best picture of anybody on the ship there because of Emma. So we're here to meet everybody. One thing I'd like to say about this cruise coming last year to this year. Last year, Linda and I came and we kind of went on vacation for the first half of it and stayed in the room and didn't participate very much. At the end of it, we've sort of figured it out. We ended up doing a $250,000 to $500,000 worth of business after the cruise, but it was just kind of completely by accident. You guys showing up and listening and participating and talking to everybody, it's really the way that this goes well. So it's awesome that you're here on a port day and you're still here listening to me talk. So let's see if I have any more slides. I was going to ask for questions, but we don't have a setup for that. So we'll do that for the rest of the cruise. We'll set up meetings. Anybody who's interested in bringing a business to the island of Puerto Rico, anybody who wants to talk about real estate, if you've got questions about Act 60, hit us up. Me and my team, we can open your eyes to how great it can be. And here's my thought, the last thing I'll say before I give the mic up. If you're thinking of bringing a business to the island of Puerto Rico and you've even had some slight success with that business in the States, it will be like you put it on steroids if you bring it to the island. So yes, you can do the export services and keep doing your business back home, but bringing an actual business that does services and things, restaurants, whatever it is, if it worked in the States, it's going to work on the island of Puerto Rico even better. So I highly, highly encourage it. Really, the water's always warm too, so you jump right in with both feet. If you're thinking about coming to the island of Puerto Rico and making the move, I just can't encourage you enough that that's the right decision. God has put it on your heart for some reason, and when he put it on my heart to go, I thought that it was to go find a place where my money would go further, where I'd make higher returns, and certainly that happened. But really, God put me in the right place at the right time, and it changed everything. So I get a little emotional about it because it's just everything went so well, and I'm in love with Puerto Rico. So I hope you guys will all make the move.
I love it. Fantastic.
Scan this QR code if you want to contact us.
Fantastic. Yep. Great job, amigo.
All right,
yep.
buddy.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I hope you like that. That's just a clip of me speaking on the San Juan Social Club cruise. Remember this, your network is your net worth. So networking is vitally important to you if you want to be an entrepreneur and a real estate investor. And that's why I'm inviting you October 3rd and 4th to the Wealth 2.0 Summit, where I'm opening up my Rolodex of friends and mentors and business partners. And I've got some of the sharpest minds in the country coming to speak to you about how to make money in real estate right now in this market. Join us October 3rd and 4th for the Wealth 2.0 Summit. Links in the description. It's free. Seats are limited. So hit that link in the description, and it's online, so you don't have to go anywhere. See you there.